the constant tension faced, and also the pressure placed on civil servants who cooperate with us, and the financial constraints we operate under, and also, it's called normal in politics. We have party clashes. So that's all was said to me. This was I was told. It's normal in the world of lawlessness. So this is a very serious thing that when I asked why I should join this group of people, but that's another matter. But the difficulty that we have is in the mainstream media is totally owned by the federal government, and it is also a major obstacle for us to communicate our side of story to all of us and to the people. As such, we try. We set up our own version of the media. TV Selangor, a web TV online. Selangor Kini, both in print and web. Selangor Kini is only in Malay now, but will be in English, and Chinese version will be launched shortly, and also translation or in Tamil for the benefit of our readers. But the mindset of the government has to change to be more open. But you know lately, even the Catholics, even the Catholic, he is arrested for attempting to show people what a mockery of certain government laws. So we cannot laugh at ourselves. So this is what you have, and I do not see that Malaysian can hope for change in Barisan government. That's the last political statement I make. Despite of the numerous challenges faced by Selangor, I would say we have done a fair job of improving things since coming into power. I do admit we could have done better in some areas. For example, local council election is something Pakatan Rakyat is committed to. However, the response from the Election Commission shows that they will not support our attempt to have the local election conducted. Kadilan also tried to have its people election, and we were partly, mainly successful. But there are also our ballot boxes thrown around. So this is an example where we need time and effort to make the society reform and understand democracy fully. The report written by the Coalition of Good Governance listed several other options, which I hope we can use, especially now with the Local Council Advisory Committee, which I recently have formed. I reiterate that local council issues must be immediately addressed, as it is the first layer of government interaction with public. We hope to also slowly phase out negotiated tenders and have open tenders for all levels of government. And I must say now to my political friends, the MPs and others, your support letters now become an ordinary letter. Ladies and gentlemen, reform is a big word. And because Malaysians have been trained far too long not to think critically, the silent majority, reform has to be gradual and not totally done and in a short time. It is important to say that it is changing the way people think. Paradigm shifts do not happen in a month or a year. I hope that by doing things differently, our civil servants will also begin to understand our philosophy behind every policy and programs. It is a constant battle each day, but I will consider it is a victory if I convince all state civil servants that there is great value in promoting people-centered programs. The exercise in transforming and reforming slang from the inside out should be considered of national significance. We are here not to merely satisfy our needs and in the here and now, but to provide you with ideas of what things can be like in the future. As Teresa Yo mentioned, what kind of Malaysia do you want for our children and grandchildren? Now I have a grandchildren, so I can speak for this. How much better could Malaysia be? Even if the state government do not have jurisdiction in areas dominated by the federal government, we in Pakatan Rakyat want to provide the leadership and vision for the kind of place we want to live and work in. In the project of building tomorrow's future, today, Pakatan Rakyat Islam is hoping to give you a glimpse as to what things may lie under the Pakatan Rakyat-led federal government. Our emphasis is on public accountability, governance, livable and sustainable cities, bottom-up and consultative approach is not the one we can take lightly. The Selangor blueprint that my team is drafting for the next 2 years will be an example of our effort. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to be a part of this continuous, exciting journey again. The road to reform is not always easy, nor immediately fruitful, but is always being fulfilled. I thank all of you who have continued to support us, both in times of good and also bad. I thank members of the private sector, government, civil society, public media, and even the state opposition for their clown effort for contributing for what I think has been the most lively 2.5 years. Life as a politician in Malaysia is always exciting. I thank the contributors tonight's panelists for being a part of our story. May we continue to work together to build a state and a nation predicated on fair treatment, inclusiveness, and good governance. Thank you for being here tonight and honoring the book launch with your presence. I wish all of us a productive discussion as we think about the foundation for the